Hello English 102, my name is Nathan and I'm here to talk to you about hemp and how establishing a hemp economy and supply chain in America can benefit in the fight against climate change. What is hemp? Cannabis sativa is a fast-growing annual crop that can be grown in most soils and is known most commonly for its psychoactive compound THC. Cannabis can be described as either marijuana or hemp depending on the amount of THC present. Plants with a THC content under 0.3% are classified as hemp. The hemp plant, while lesser known, has a wide variety of useful applications, especially when it comes to fighting climate change and pollution. The history of hemp. Hemp is one of the most cultivated crops in human history. The first mention of hemp was in 2700 BC in China, and from there it had spread throughout much of Europe and Asia due to its industrial and medicinal properties. Hemp fiber was used throughout many notable events of history, including the production of the Bible, early American political documents, and early ships and sails. During the establishment of the New World, hemp quickly became a staple crop and was mandated to be grown in a handful of early U.S. colonies, including Jamestown, Virginia. Soon after, hemp production began to decline thanks to the invention of the much more efficient cotton gin. The decline continued until World War II, when the government introduced the Hemp for Victory campaign, a push from the government for farmers to grow hemp to help supply the war effort, as hemp was still used to make up many uniforms, ropes, and other essentials for troops overseas. After the war, hemp once again declined until it was eventually made illegal in the 1937 Marijuana Tax Act, an act meant to prevent the production of the drug marijuana and had killed any chances for hemp in the process. This ban continued for nearly 100 years until the 2018 Farm Bill had passed, and hemp was descheduled and allowed to be grown on U.S. soil again. While being grown, hemp has shown to have anti-pest properties, reducing the need for dangerous pesticides. Hemp has also shown to provide cover crop and phytoremediation properties, both benefiting the soil and surrounding environment while protecting other crops. Hemp is also an excellent carbon sink, each plant removing over 20 tons of CO2 from the atmosphere in a single growth cycle. Each individual piece of the hemp plant is able to be utilized, allowing for a net zero waste product. Furthermore, as we will explain later, each component has dozens of applications. Products produced by hemp are biodegradable, which is especially important in the production of hemp textiles and fabrics. Finally, the creation of a hemp market would add many jobs to the economy, as well as provide a boost to farmers who may be affected by climate change. Hemp's biggest strengths lie in the sheer amount of applications for processed hemp products. No other plant in the world can be used for this many purposes. As shown in the image, hemp-based products can be divided by the components such as leaves, seeds, fibers, hurd and pulp, and flour. All hemp's uses are shown to be better for the environment than their alternatives. Some of hemp's most explored uses until this point are fibers as composites, paper, food, and drugs. Hemp fiber is made up of cellulose, which provides the strength, lignin, which enhances the strength while also providing increased sorption and reduced degradation, and hemicellulose, which binds the two together. Hemp fibers are removed from the stalk in a four-step process of retting, breaking, scutching, and hackling, in which the fiber is removed from the stalk, crushed and rolled, and then combed to straighten those fibers. Hemp fibers are shown to be durable, provide a UV resistance, aseptic properties, and are cheaper to grow than cotton. Hemp fibers are typically not used on their own, but instead made into composites with other material, combining the traits of those components to build a better product. For example, hemp will often be combined with wheat gluten to make plastics, increasing the handling and sturdiness. As mentioned, hemp composites are standard due to current limitations in the hemp industry. However, hemp composites provide better traits than their alternatives. Hemp plastic is shown to be biodegradable and sturdier than its counterparts, and while most common plastics will exist in a landfill for decades, hemp products will eventually break down to nothing. Hemp textiles are often composed of a blend of hemp and cotton, providing increased sorption, permeability, UV protection, anti-static and mildew properties, and aseptic properties. The current paper industry is a large contributor to deforestation, and our forests are incredibly important to fighting climate change. They act as a refuge to many species and a crucial carbon sink, so we need to switch to more sustainable paper sourcing practices. Hemp, on average, can yield double to triple the biomass than a forest of the same size, allowing for much more paper production. Further, hemp is a short rotation plant, typically reaching full size in 4 months, as compared to the most common woods, which can take anywhere from 8 to 80 years. Unfortunately, current paper technology is not well suited to hemp paper, and would require some innovation to allow hemp paper production to match the current wood paper market. With the goal of reducing waste, each component of the hemp plant can and should be used. The flowers and leaves of the plant are rich in the chemical compound CBD. CBD is what provides most of the medicinal benefits found in cannabis and hemp plants, with none of the psychoactive effects found in THC. CBD has been shown to treat early childhood epilepsy disorders, anxiety, chronic pain, and much more. Hemp seeds are shown to be rich in oils, carbohydrates, proteins, and most importantly, omega-3 and 6 fatty acids, which provide many health benefits, making hemp seeds an excellent nutritional additive for food. My goal with this proposal is to provide education as well as stoke interest in the topic of hemp as well as hemp supply chain throughout the U.S., and eventually phasing out some of our more harmful industries like the paper or plastic industry. The objective is to reduce plastic waste, deforestation, global warming caused by CO2 emissions, as well as to provide jobs in farming and hemp production. I propose these goals be carried out in 3 phases. First, due to the public interest in green resources, it may be possible to crowdsource some donations to fund the switch to hemp. This can be done through an internet ad campaign in order to reduce costs while raising awareness. Next, farmers need to be educated by hemp industry experts on the best ways to grow hemp, and cash incentives need to be provided to farmers to help this transition. Lastly, due to the 4 months it takes to grow hemp, harvesting and deliveries need to be coordinated so no product is wasted in the end. Here we can see an estimated schedule. Assuming crowdfunding techniques are used and the crops encounter no issues, I expect it should be possible that we could have a hemp supply chain established within as little as 5 years. That can then be scaled up to a national scale. The goal of this proposal is to educate and provide incentives to farmers and industries. As such, the only costs that will be accrued will be the hiring of industry experts as well as possible cash incentives for farmers to make the switch. As stated before, due to public interest in organic practices, it's possible to crowdfund some donations to offset these costs. Hemp is an incredible crop, with many eco-friendly uses in multiple industries. Humanity had used hemp for thousands of years, and with modern technology, hemp can be used to reduce deforestation, plastic pollution, and gas emissions, while also creating many new jobs. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Have a good night.